please. Chair recognizes Mayor Pro Tem Gonzalez for procedural motion.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to take items 2, 3, 4, and 5 out of order after the monthly financial report.
Second.
Discussion. Favor, opposed, motion carries. Brother Green, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Mayor, good morning, council members. We are here to present the monthly financial report for the period ending January 31st, 2014. Our office is projecting an ending fund balance of $163.7 million for FY 2014. This is about $18.2 million lower than the projection from the finance department. The difference is due to about $18.2 million higher revenue projection from finance. Based on our current projections, the fund balance will be $24.7 million above our 7.5% threshold. We've increased our revenue projections by $472,000 over last month. Sales tax we increased by $3.5 million, and that's to reflect collections through December. The telephone franchise fees we decreased $623,000 for lower trending receipts. Charges for services we decreased $1.4 million for lower projected planning fees and ambulance collections. Municipal courts, fines, and forfeits was decreased $1.6 million for the continued lower trend in moving violation revenues. We've also increased miscellaneous and other by $805,000, and that's actual prior year revenues and miscellaneous revenue received. Recall the three major differences, as I said before. Property taxes are about $5.1 million lower. Industrial assessments are about $1 million lower as our office is using a lower collection rate. Sales tax revenues are $4 million lower as we're using Dr. Gilmer's April 2013 growth estimate, but we discount that by 1%, plus the actual receipts through December. Other taxes are $1 million higher as the Controller's Office is projecting higher mixed beverage receipts from the state. Licenses and permits are $1.4 million lower. We are projecting lower burglar alarm and administrative fee receipts. Charges for services are $3.3 million lower. We are projecting slightly lower ambulance collection and platting fees. And municipal courts, fines, and forfeitures are $1.5 million lower. As I said before, the lower moving violation receipts. Interest is $1 million lower, reflecting lower cash balances and lower interest rates. And expenditure projections remain relatively flat, decreasing in total by about $89,000, but several department projections changed due to budget transfers. Fire increased $338,000, and that general services increased $786,000. Parks Department also increased $397,000, and solid waste increased $1.5 million. And all of this was for maintenance, renewal, and replacement costs transferred from the general government fund. Finance increased $1.2 million for the procured pay, staffing, and external audit services. And all of the increases above were offset by a decrease in general government of $4.4 million. There were no material changes in the enterprise funds, and all of our commercial paper and bonds are outlined in the monthly financial report. This is the monthly financial report from the Controller's Office.
Good morning. This is the monthly financial report for the period ending January 31st, 2014. Our fiscal year 2014 projections are based on 7 months of actual results and 5 months of projections. We're currently projecting ending fund balance of $181.8 million, which is approximately $2.2 million more than last month, and 9.8% of expenditures less debt service. And our projections of revenues and other sources, it increased $2.1 million from last month due to increases in sales tax projections of $1.4 million, charges for services of $211 million, mainly due to reimbursement from the Transportation Security Administration for police services, and miscellaneous other revenues increasing $446,000, mainly due to higher than anticipated reimbursements from the state. And our expenditures, as the Controller noted, is relatively unchanged. We did transfer $3 million from general government for maintenance, renewal, and replacement to the fire department, general services department, parks and recreation department, and $1.5 million to the solid waste department. And as the Controller also mentioned, we transferred $1.24 million from general government to finance for external audit services, moving up some of those services into FY14 and procurement division staffing. As a result, general government decreased by $4.4 million. We also are projecting no change in the enterprise funds. Our only change in other funds is in the Police Special Services Special Revenue Fund, where revenues increased $1.8 million, mainly due to sexually oriented business, the settlement of sexually oriented businesses, and our expenditures decreased by $361,000 due to lower than anticipated anticipated cost for criminal investigative services and education and training. Thank you very much. That concludes our report.